Radiant team ban.
Anyway, so, welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. My name is Triumph Man, and I will be casting Game 2 between Pulse on the Dire side and Empire on the Radiant. Now, like I said, game number 2, Empire currently hold a 1-0 lead, and Pulse need to win this one to stay alive. Otherwise, Empire are going to walk away with another 2-0 sweep. And of course, Empire definitely one of the, if not the top team at the moment in the Western scene. Of course, Na'Vi looking a little shaky as of late. But that said, you know what? Na'Vi was looking kind of shaky before the TI2 as well. And you know what? They came through and absolutely hammered everybody and everyone. I mean, they beat absolutely everybody at that tournament. In fact, it took IG coming back from the losers bracket to, in the end, win the tournament itself, having to adapt to some on-the-fly strategies there from Na'Vi. But regardless, Empire, straight up, they ban out that Undying Dirge. Now, I should mention that this time around, we only have one stand-in for Pulse, and this time around it's EGM. Baronin has left, and Pinoy has returned. Sven, though, being banned out by Pulse. Of course, Sven, bit of a flavour of the week hero at the moment. I'm kind of expecting Empire to leave Wisp on the board here, seeing as they have the first pick, they could get their hands on him. But we'll see what they decide to go with. Of course, Scandal's Templar Assassin is quite nice as well. They might in fact decide, you know what, ban out the Bat Rider so they can have TA mid. Although, of course, the dual mid last game kind of wrecked Templar Assassin early on anyway.
10 seconds remaining.
But as it is, it did of course weaken other lanes, gave plenty, and by only having a dual lane at bottom, it gave Magnetor the ability to actually farm down there, as well as of course they managed to farm quite safely up in the top lane as well. We do have the Broodmother being banned out second by Empire. It's a fairly uncommon early ban. She gets banned every now and then, generally a third, fourth or fifth ban, not generally a first tier ban, but it looks like she's going to be picked out straight away, and Empire fairly worried about that pressure that can be put on their hard lane. Put on the hard lane. Now we have Pulse banning out their last hero here. What will they decide to get rid of? I think honestly it would be a mistake to let Wisp fall into Empire's hands, but we'll see what they decide to go with.
5 seconds remaining.
Yes, and Wagga was apparently here before the match and then just sort of disappeared, and Pulse just couldn't find him. At the final ban, they're going to be Bat Rider, and Empire get their hands on the Wisp. I think we might see a Templar Assassin possibly in a second here. Also, Jakiro is still on the board as well. They want to get their hands on that. Pulse do have the opportunity. We might even just see a safe solo and then support pick. So we might see something strong like Templar Assassin get picked up here straight away, or Queen of Pain, something like that. And then we'll have Jakiro picked up second. We'll see what they go with. There we go. Templar Assassin being picked. They might actually pick up the Chaos Knight now to keep it out of Empire's hands. Of course, Chaos Knight is a terrible foe to be facing in combination with Wisp, which may lead Empire to go after the tiny pick instead, but we'll see what they have in mind instead. Pulse.
5 seconds remaining.
Now is the time to make their decision. They're going to go into overtime though, see what they decide to go with here, whether or not they're going to allow Empire to get the combination of Funnic on the Wisp and then Below Your Brains playing that ever nasty Chaos Knight. We'll see though. We will see in a moment. Pulse are going to take their time with this second pick here. Of course, Mini does all the banning and drafting by himself. He's one of those players like Hanny who does it all himself as well, apparently. Even mutes his team, oddly enough. And I should mention for people just joining us, these two teams have met 4 times in the last month, and currently Empire have won 3 of those 4 games, so they are probably the crowd favourite, and Pulse deciding to pick up Empire's old lineup. Okay, then they've gone for the Magnus as well. Magnus seems to be getting a little bit more popular then. See what they've got planned though. Interesting decision. Magnus, as we saw in last match, we've seen him used as sort of a semi-jungling support hero before. That was in the hands of Zero. Last match we saw him used as a suicide solo, and he was managing it fairly well with the skill just to get him out of trouble, and the CSing from a range there with the shockwave. Of course, it's a little bit mana intensive for him, and he does struggle in the mana department, but it seemed to be working in the end. We'll see exactly how well it works against a hard Trilome though. Of course, it was only up against a dual lane. I mean, this may even be Mini. This may even be Mini semi-jungling it. We'll see in a moment, though. EGM is likely to take Wagga's spot again as his suicide solo. Pinoy will probably take either the mid or the bottom lane, depending on whether or not Rishon and Fishbone run some kind of combination in mid. Of course, they have quite often in the past run that Chaos Knight and Jakiro combination in mid, that dual mid. But Empire, though, they have their pick. Well, they have their pick as what they want to combo here with the Wisp. Of course, Sven is banned if they were planning to do that. That said, of course, we're seeing exactly how brutal Empire can be with the Chaos Knight at the same time, and just checking nobody's DC. Nope, okay. Empire just taking their time with this, going into overtime right now. Who won the first game? You can tell. Just look under the hero kill bars here. Look for the green pip, as you can see right there where the mouse is pointing. You can see there is one green pip here and none for Pulse. So Empire are up 1 game. Pulse are definitely going to have to be fairly careful with the Wisp. And there we go. Chaos Knight picked up, and it's Jakiro as well. That is a fairly brutal trialing. They could go for something quite offensive here, and Pulse may in fact avoid going for some kind of trialing there. I'm just wondering, we could even see an Invoker with this lineup too, also a possibility, just because Invoker is definitely, when you're going for an offensive trialing, you really don't want to fail on those ganks. If those ganks go pear-shaped and you miss out on a couple of kills, it really makes things snowball out of control in the wrong direction. And they picked up Disruptor, a great counter to the Chaos Knight Wisp, because basically they try and farm in the one spot and then show up to a team fight. And what you do is Disruptor goes, whoa, Chaos Knight, let me just glimpse you back to where you came from. You go and farm up there by yourself and not participate in this fight. So that's definitely some annoying stuff. Of course, you do have to make sure you don't get Disruptor picked off early. If he gets shut down by a bunch of stuns, can't really get that off, but still. He is definitely a great counter pick against this combination. So this is probably why Pulse were okay with allowing Wisp and Chaos Knight to get picked up. That said, though, they can, of course, try and come in from a different angle, but we'll see what they've got planned. The band's coming out now. Rubik being banned out there. As we're also going to find out what Pulse have up their sleeve. Now, I'm just looking at Empire's lineup here. They could use a... They're looking for a suicide solo. Well, not so much a suicide solo, because I'm kind of expecting Chaos Knight, Jakiro, and Wisp to take an offensive trialing, but I'm expecting some kind of solo for mid, and then some kind of solo for the safe lane, although it probably might not be hurt to double it as some kind of potential suicide either. But Darkseer being banned out here by Pulse, realizing, you know what, got to make sure we don't have a Darkseer farming in the safe lane. That sort of situation could be quite frustrating to have to deal with in the mid game. Chaos Knight having access to an early mech and a pipe would be quite quite problematic indeed. Now, can we Keeper of the Light also banned out there? Interesting. I guess they're worried about Magnus sucking everybody into some big Illuminates. Of course, Keeper of the Light. Of course, Magnus, in fact, if he can get off some good combinations with Kinetic Field, as well as the ult there from Disruptor, could really cause a mess out of people if they can get this team fight as well. And right now, I'm going to say Pulse do have the better team fight, but that said, we'll see exactly what Empire have up their sleeve. It's all going to come down to who these mid-heroes are. I would not be surprised if we saw an Invoker. Bounty Hunter also being banned up. Not a bad choice. In fact, Bounty Hunter would have worked fantastically with what Empire has right now as a solo, and of course could farm that safe lane quite easily. Chen, though, the final ban there. Looks like they're worried. Okay, so Chen, an interesting choice. Looks like they're worried about having Chen harass that early tower. So I think we might actually see Chaos Knight in the safe lane, judging from that, because I don't think they would have been as worried about the suicide lane having a Chen. In fact, Chen against their offensive trialing would have actually been beneficial more than anything else, because Chen takes some time to get up to speed with his creeps, get enough creeps to actually be influential, and would leave the other two heroes having to play very, very defensive. We've seen this happen before, where the other two heroes have to play defensive, and Chen can't do a whole lot until he hits level 3, level 4 or so. And by then, the offensive trialing is already making a mess out of people.
10 seconds remaining.
But now we will have the 4th pick here for Empire. We've had 2 suicide solos banned out there by Pulse. They banned out both the Bounty Hunter as well as the Windrunner.
Reserve time.
Now the 4th pick here for Empire. They are going to go over the reserve time again. They are running short though. They have spent up plenty of it. And a Bane going to be picked up here.
Dire team pick.
Definitely an interesting choice. One we don't see too much. Possibly a solo mid Bane. I guess we'll find, or safe lane solo Bane also possible. Bane in a 1v1 situation is really frustrating to take on, just because it comes down to how powerful he can be against someone with the brain sap. And of course, Nightmare is actually absolutely a pain in the ass when you're trying to chase somebody down. Just having that thrown your big wait time for that to wear off.
10 seconds remaining.
But I really did not expect a Bane. We'll see how Empire managed to work this though. Pulse though, 4th pick now. I think they're looking for, well, I think they've got their soft spot for Magnus, possibly Disruptor as well. Depends whether they want to suicide with that Magnus or not. They've got the solo mid already in the form of Templar Assassin, looking for some kind of primary farmer as well as some kind of possible suicide solo here. We'll see whether or not Magnus is actually going to suicide or not. Pulse definitely not sure what they're going to do with that lineup at all just yet. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. But Empire probably looking for a solo, another solo in a moment. I mean, there's plenty of heroes that can pick for that. Tons and tons of heroes that could go with him. Now Pulse picking
Radiant
up the
team
Enigma. The question is whether or not he's actually going to take the solo lane or if he's going to jungle with an Enigma. We'll see once they get around to it. If he jungles with Enigma though, again, same issue I have with the Chen is the fact that I just don't think he'll be ready fast enough to help keep the pressure off them, especially with that Chaos Knight, Wisp and Jakiro, if they decide to go up there. But we'll see what they've got planned in a moment.
10 seconds.
10 seconds of Empire, definitely about to run out of time. They still only have 10 seconds of reserve time. Both teams are actually running this one down to the wire at the moment. And Nature's Prophet with the final pick here for Empire. So I mean, this could be defensive Chaos Knight, Jakiro and Wisp together, Bane solo mid, and then Nature's Prophet either taking the suicide lane or deciding to go into the jungle. We'll see what Empire have planned in a moment though. Also Pulse, their final pick here. I think we've already disrupted hard support. Enigma soft support. Magnus going to be getting his own farm, having to try and get that early dagger. So I think they're looking for some kind. Unless they're planning for Magnus to take the farm in the safe lane. I mean, it's also a possibility, but we'll see. We'll see in a moment. Anyway.
5 seconds remaining.
And again, overtime here for Pulse. 10 seconds left.
Remaining.
Going to make their choice quickly. We'll see what their final pick is. Oh, it's going to be a Naix. Again, an interesting choice, but I'm not too sure how well it's going to work. I mean, we have got Bane, and Bane can, of course, cause absolute hell for lifesteal. Of course, completely focused on his auto attacks, and also the fact that Bane has that disable that goes right through his rage. That said though, Pulse do have the really powerful team fight. If they can stick together as a group and force down early towers, maybe they've got a shot at this. Of course, Disruptor, Magnus and Enigma, that is going to cause troubles. But if they split up, I mean, the issue is if they split up, they're going to get picked off really easily, and this is going to cause troubles for Lifesteal. He's not really going to be able to split up that much farm on his own because he will get picked off fairly easily by Wisp and Chaos Knight. Really will have to watch out for that. But regardless, let's have a look at these players who's playing what. So we have Godblack playing Jakiro, SS playing Nature's Prophet, Scandal playing Bane, most likely Suicide Mid, Blow Your Brain playing Chaos Knight, no surprise there, and Funnick on the Wisp. Now on the Dire side, we have Mini playing Disruptor, Pinoy playing Lifestealer, EGM on Templar Assassin. That is interesting. Pinoy playing Lifestealer, Rishon playing the Magnus, and Fishbone on the Enigma. See how they decide to run this one now, but Pinoy is going to get backed up by a couple of supports here. Rishon, as well as Mini, probably going to be helping him out a fair bit, as it looks like Magnus keeps cancelling his skewer there because he can. Bane though has opened up with a null task, but appears to have been pulled some regeneration items as well. Has picked up the health potion as well as the tangos there. Fishbone. That looks like a fairly jungle-oriented builder. In fact, they might even be skipping the suicide lane altogether. Actually, no, Magnus, he does have the same items before. Maybe they're going for the same idea there. Just don't know how well it'll work. He's going to be up against 3 stuns this time, as opposed to 2. Now, that could be the big difference. 3 stuns plus extra nukes as well, and auto attacks. We've got to keep that in mind. So this one is going to be a bit rougher. Actually, maybe not. Whereas, okay, no, Enigma is just going to steal a creep here. There we go. Going to convert a creep and then head back to the jungle. Meanwhile, Rishon, this is going to be a rough lane for him indeed. See, Chaos Knight picking up an invisibility rune straight away. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet going to the suicide lane there, who's going to be up against... This could be trouble, we'll see. This could be trouble. Meanwhile, in mid though, Bane should do fairly well against EGM as long as he can time. In fact, he's opened up with the interesting decision, just going to make last hitting troublesome there for Templar Assassin. And of course, once he gets a couple of levels in Brain Sap, that is really going to annoy Templar Assassin quite a bit. But now Scandal just trying to get that early bottle, because at the moment he's blowing through his mana pool. See Scandal really lasting the crap out of him there. Scandal now 2 for 2 at the moment. See Chaos Knight has already blown some mana. They have taken a quick run on Rishon there. Rishon copping a lot of damage in the meanwhile. Now the pools are being set up here by Godblack and Funnick there, just setting up the stacks as well as important. In fact, that stack did not succeed up in there at the top. Again, Rishon now being harassed back to Radiant, so I can see him there. They have popped up this offensive ward there, or defensive, however you want to look at it. Does watch out for tri-lane counter ganks there with the TPs. Scandal now still spamming that Enfeeble on poor old EGM in the mid. Is making last inning a little bit troublesome. See, they're 3-0 though, still doing okay, but still somewhat annoying. It is only level 1 Enfeeble, of course, so Not going to do that much, but of course once you start ranking it up, it can really start to get annoying.
With me.
This Disruptor is going to be getting his farm from his pool here. So Fishbone just going to be going flat out in his farm in the jungle as well. And SS going to do what he can here, as much as he can. May not be able to get that much. Now Rishon already being harassed away from lane, looking for the 2-minute rune, just going to camp for that. As again, now just trading some hits there, we see the Enfeeble get thrown down again, as well as the Brain Stab also tossed down on EGM. EGM though will shield himself up with the Refraction, has also picked up his bottle as well, whereas Bane's still working towards his Regeneration rune picked up by Magnus. There's a bit of a miscommunication there. Unfortunately, EGM went down to pick up that rune and Magnus decided just to nick off with it. I think the difference in this game though is Magnus didn't actually bother to cut down these trees. I mean, this is exactly what Magnus did last game. First thing he did was come out there and just tear down those trees as fast as possible. I think in fact he got taken away there. The glimpse back though. Nature's Prophet not enjoying that. Has been slow and trying to teleport. Come on, attacks. Should be able to escape though. He will manage to get away. Goes back to base to heal. They don't have a stun available. Unfortunately, have to wait for Fishbone to show up with a Maleficus. There we go. Here we go. Finally getting a chance to skewer down all these trees just to try and get rid of some of that line of sight blockers. We'll still need to get rid of these though. Get rid of those. That will definitely help him out so we can see exactly what might be trying to come and gank him. There is a bottle for Bane. Has not. Oh, it has been shipped out. It's just being sent back right now. Bane still getting more last hits than Linnea. Linnea currently 5-1. Bane 13-9. Bane definitely holding this one quite nicely against her. Meanwhile, a bit of a dive here on the top lane. SS now in some trouble. Boost already for Nace. One more hit should do it there. There we go. Clean him up for the first blood. Pinoy, though, will he get cut off by Bane? Doesn't look like it. Pops a health potion. Should be able to escape this one safely. As EGM still copying the harass there. And still struggling to get his last hits in. 5-1. This Enfeeble, it looks to be almost as annoying as the Drunken Brawler. Or rather, the Drunken Haze there from the Brewmaster. Scandal now copying some hits there. The bottle has come out once again. There's that Brain Sap again. Bane now going to charge up that bottle. Looking for the 4-minute rune. Got to camp top. Rishon on the other hand camping bottom rune. We'll see where it is. It's top. It's a double damage there. Scandal going to grab that. Now EGM going to cop some more damage there as well. Now Scandal comes in. Is she going to go in? He's actually going to... Nope. Decides not to. Decides not to go into that tower. Meanwhile, Enigma just trying to jack this hard camp here, although Nature's Prophet doing a good run at it as well, and it looks like Nature's Prophet will steal that mileage creep there. Meanwhile, bottom line 23-9 there for Below Your Brains, of course, getting free farm. As Rishon, or as rather, Rishon continues to spam his shockwave there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There we go, level 3 infraction. Not going to help that much. The Enfeeble not going to help as much anymore, just because, of course, there we go, Templar Assassin getting that extra damage in there, gets Enfeeble, hit by Enfeeble. Bane, I think he's just looking for an opening here to go for a kill. He has picked up that double damage rune, of course. He's going to pop it fairly soon, as Templar Assassin going to cause some damage. Otherwise, in fact, here comes a meld, although EGM actually doesn't gun for it there. I think he's worried about the Brain Sap. Melds a creep instead. Well, they're going to make a run here on Rishon. Rishon backing up. Should be able to escape though. There we go, surging away through the trees, and they won't be able to run down unless a big ice path here from Jakiro doesn't come though. And then we'll just waste a little bit of time trying to run him down instead. Mid lane though, 23-14 there for Scandal. Scandal completely outlasting EGM. EGM stuck on 13-1, really not having a great time here. See again that Enfeeble tossed down. In fact, level 2 Enfeeble really messing him up at the moment. Refraction, just bringing him on par, really not enjoying that last hitting strength that TO normally does. 6-minute rune though, Scandal now looking for it at top. Again, Rishon camping the bottom spawn as well. An illusion rune again, Bane finds it, pops it. Going to go in. Also has Fiend's Grip now. Might even see him gun for a kill here. EGM doesn't have much mana. In fact, doesn't have mana for anything at the moment. Here we go. Scandal now going to gun for this. Although, there we go. Fiend's Grip. I was going to say, Brain Sap should come up in just a moment. Can Scandal get it? Nope, can't get away. Easy kill there for Scandal. Just pops the ult, and that's all it is. A pull there from SS, although And may not see this creep wave. May jack it back. There we go. It does indeed. The slow def on SS from Pinoy as he sprouts himself and then runs for it. Glimpsed back though. SS going to try and teleport out. Should be able to escape. And they just don't have the damage necessary, the burst damage necessary to bring him down. Funnick, on the other hand, going to continue stacking, I think, as they get the double golems there. Go Black looking for another stack. Should be able to pull that one off. Now they're going to make another run on SS. Now doesn't have teleport up, in a lot of trouble. Enigma here also infest as well to help finish him off. Lifesteal will take the last hit. And Chaos Knight also cleaning up Rishon in the bottom lane there. And now the push is on from Pulse. They're going to try and take this tier 1 top tower. Empire though not making the same run here, just going to continue last hitting, whereas Pulse, they really want this early cash. Just keep the gold per minute is currently favouring the Radiant, not by too much. I think it's most just because mid is kind of getting hammered here as well. Not really going to plan for them. I see more and more Enfeeble being tossed down there. Level 4 Brain Tip now has also picked up level 1 in Nightmare. Top tower gets dropped there by the dice, so they will clean that up. Fishbone, he has picked up his ring. Power Treads there. Lifestealer also going to pick up. Okay, Lifestealer going for the early armlet, not going for the Midas instead. Slow there on Scandal. Scandal not too worried though. Again going to camp the top rune. 8 minutes. It has finally spawned bottom though. Templar Assassin can see it. There's an invisibility room when she wants to get it. Probably won't go for it just yet. Going to try and catch it, but any farm that she can find. Well, they're away from the lane, but there we go. Ice Path going to stop Risha from getting that rune there. Skewers him up on the high ground. Throws out the shockwave. No, blow your brain. Oh, that is unfortunate. Throws down the slow though. However, EGM should be able to clean this one up, hopefully. No, pulls out once again. They're trying to take out Rishan. They'll get the kill there on Rishan. A couple more auto attacks. Support is coming in. I hear a port coming in now. They get the stun down. 4 seconds. Tether as well. Blow your brain. Going to escape. No, here we go. Just in time. Disruptor shows up. Gets off the glimpse. It was a good attempt there from them, but in the end, didn't quite happen. Poor old Empire. They almost had that escape stun. Goblin also throwing up a high ground ward. Lifestealer also finds another kill there on Nature's Prophet, who's not having the best of times. Looks like he's trying to get an early Midas, and Pinoy just not really letting him. So the armlet should be shipped out fairly soon there. Actually, no, Lifestealer still needs the helm. Never mind. Still needs another 600 gold or so. CK 46 and 17, 48 and 8 there for Lifestealer. See, Wisp though has picked up an Earth Shadows, of course, to work with the tether and of course heal up that Chaos Knight. Meanwhile, port back to the top lane there for SS. Now the gank is on mid. Smoke gank coming up. They're going to try and pick off Scandal here. And of course, Scandal can obviously... He's fairly durable against this. We'll see how they go for it, but he's going to sleep someone and then head in after that. Throws out the Enfeeble already. Really going to cut down the damage Templar Assassin can cause. See that level 2 Enfeeble. She hasn't got Refraction at the moment. And there we go, gets a little bit too close, gets hit by the Malphus there, sleeps himself, gets hit though by Disruptor off the council, Black Hole as well. Oh, I think there's a little bit of overkill there, but it doesn't matter, they get a gun for it anyway. They get the kill there on mid, it looks like they're just going to gun for an early tower here in mid. They can get rid of this tier 1 tower, definitely will give them a huge bonus there, as well as plenty of map control. The Radiant side though, they know, pop the glyph, and are they going to see some teleports coming here to defend? We see Jakura already moving up to help out. Nice part tossed in, hits absolutely nothing there. The Badger delivering some Revelation wards as well. By though, looks like they're going to make a run on this bottom tower. Midas picked up the Chaos Knight, interestingly enough. He's got the attack speed now, as well with his power treads. Another run on this mid tower. Run number 2, haste room pop there. Looks like Chikura could be in trouble going for that counter ward there. Going to try and pick it up, doesn't quite succeed.
Radiant's middle tower
And they get the mid tower denied though at the same time though. So in the end, a bit of a costly loss there. And they will pick off Bane though. Maybe one more hit. Yes, they will get it. Nature's Wrath comes through there. It's not going to do enough damage. Fishbone just going to teleport it. Meanwhile, they're going to give chase there. Lifestealer now. Going to try and pick up Blowbrain. Not going to happen though. Whisk gets taken out. And Lifestealer with his armlet completed causes way too much damage. In fact, they had to run the Chaos Knight away. But in the end, that Chikura kill, not worth trading for a tower deny, I feel. In the end, they're likely to lose this ward in a second anyway. Pinoy Pinoy now, still farming well, 500 gold, 500 gold in the bank, but he's not going to be as well farmed as Blow Brain, who has obviously picked up that farm accelerator in the form of Midas. Let's just check gold per minute here, 428 currently, but I think that's likely to change fairly soon. Now the teleport up top, they're going for a gank on top. Rishi could be in some trouble here. Chaos Knight, there we go, Tether Stun. Chaos Bolt coming up in a second. Although Magnus actually gets a chance to pop in his own ult. Now comes Templar Assassin as well, throwing out the not meld hit. Never mind. He decides to go for it, just waits them out, says, alright, just wait for you guys to leave. And Magnus will manage to escape. Unfortunately, Chaos Bolt not being used during that clash. Blair Brain unfortunately just missed timing that a little bit.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Pinoy just going to solid push this tower. Meanwhile, a bit of a gank up top again, and they pick off Templar Assassin. Steps into the wrong neighborhood. Too many heroes there for her to deal with. They use Fiend Script once again to bring it down. Now Bane picking up a Staff Wizardry. Probably going to be a 4-star most likely, just a little bit of a maneuverability item. So I see who's out in the jungle. SS just still farming away. Has picked up his own Midas as well. And 2 Midases on the Radiant. They are really going to start racking up some money the longer this game drags on.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Fishbone, Black Hole not up for 20 seconds. Meanwhile, Disruptor does have his ult up. When we see the defense mounted in the mid in a second, Scannel appears to be causing trouble. The ports are coming in. Ports possibly also going bot. The ult gets tossed down there by Mini. 4 seconds done though. Pinoy, can he finish his target? Another teleport coming in though. He does have a glimpse back there. Turns around. Gonna gun for this. Trying to run away. Tether used a rage. They're gonna dodge that Tether stun. Although it's going to wear off. There it is indeed. Just in time. And now we have the Guardian Orbs coming. Infest inside Mini now. Mini jumping out of Mini. Not going to do enough. Probably should have jumped into a creep to get some health. And they will pick off both of them. Skewer coming in though. And then we go Shockwave to finish off the Chaos Knight. They're trading a lot of hero kills this. They're going to try and finish off Rishon. Rishon's still attacking. Rishon going to gun for this. Tether stun once again. Needs to back up. I don't think he can get away. He's just going to try and finish him off. There we go. Another kill there. Phonic helping pick up a triple kill there for Empire SS. And I don't think that triple kill was worth trading for his Chaos Knight, especially since it's only all of a second kill on a Chaos Knight, and he does have a Midas to pick up his cash flow in just a moment. Templar Assassin, double damage, decides to go for that creep wave there. It looks like they're going to gun for SS. SS should be able to teleport away though. Not enough damage here from Pinoy. Double damage rune here. Can they find a target though? Bane's sitting down by the trees. The ports are coming in to defend. Jakiro is here. We also have Chaos Knight returning as well. Sonic Trap thrown down. Looks like they're going to gun for this one. Slows down Blow Your Brains. Are they going to gun for him there? They get the tower. No, deny the tower. Chaos Knight sneaking in there. Reality Rift. Macropire as well. 4 seconds done. They bring down Enigma. Bane now running for his life. Bane does have Brain Sap up though if he wants to use. No, he gets silenced by the ultimate kinetic field as well. Gets taken out. And it looks like Blow Your Brain though falling low on health. Pinoy though gets hit by Frost, by the Ice Part there. EGM falling low as well. Dual Breath as well, going to knock off a Fraction. Now the kill there on SS. Can they get him? Pinoy now falling low. Shockwave it again. Tether stun. Whisper teleported. They pick off Pinoy. And Empire taking kill after kill after kill. And now it's Rishon on his lonesome trying to teleport out. Stun cancels the teleport. And they'll pick him off nice and easy. Finishes off with a crit. And that's the team down. A triple kill to Chaos Knight. That is not what you want to see. And this is looking pretty grim for Pulse. 15 and 12, but they're feeding kill after kill here to the Chaos Knight. 5, 2 and 6. And that's a wipe, guys. A tower about to get dropped as well. And 2 tower denies as well. Really going to cut down on Pulse's gold gain. Mid tower denied, then bottom tower denied by freaking Chaos Knight.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Kinetic field there. Ice Path gets tossed out. Reality Rift forward. Chaos Knight says, "Cam at you." Decides to change his mind though. Going to back up here. Likely to get taken out. Might have been a little bit too aggressive there in the end. Slow there on SS. He's got power trades. He's going to teleport out though. Should be able to escape. Nobody going to cancel it in time. Will manage to teleport away. Meanwhile in mid, Bane going to continue farming. Fiend's Grip up in a second. Still working on that push. In fact, he's got enough for the push stick right. No, wait a minute. No, it's 1,000 gold recipe. Never mind. He still has another 300 or so to that push stick. Lifestealer though. We saw Lifestealer. We saw No Time Under, or Zero. I think it was Zero. Was it No Time Under? I think it might have been No Time Under. They fell behind with their Lifestealer, but in the end they came back. And it just came down to the fact that they found time for Loader to farm. In this case, Lifestealer's been very active, very gank happy. Hasn't really found room to just sit down and farm quietly. And I think it's mostly because he has to really worry about Wisp and Chaos Knight just showing out of nowhere to slam him. Unfortunately, the teamfight potential that Pulse have so far, they just haven't really put it to work. Of course, they have the Black Hole, Kinetic Wall, the ult there, Magnus's ult. Once he gets a Blink Dagger, maybe it'll be a little bit easier, but right now, they're definitely struggling somewhat. See the gold chart now. It's a 3k plus advantage there for the Radiant side. The Dive did have the advantage, but again, a 4k experience lead as well. So check the hero items on top of that, and we see a couple of arcane boots getting, what you know, just all of one arcane boots getting popped out there. Disruptor going to be taking that. EGM, 420 gold in the bank, still saving up for that Blink Dagger. Apparently Templar Assassin runs like a bit of a tard there. Not the best of animations. No, nobody really picking up any major items at the moment. As you can see, obviously, the couple of Midases on the Radiant side, they are saving for some nice big items there. So you see 790 gold in the bank there for Chaos Knight. And as for Nature's Prophet, he's going for the mech first. And Lifesteal is farming fairly well. We'll see what he goes for after this, though. Might even go for something to attack speed based. Could be seeing a Maelstrom get popped out from him. Okay, it's a nightmare animation. I was wondering why she looked retarded. This is the arm flailing animation there. Has been hit by that nightmare. Just apparently doesn't animate during a pause. Someone calling me a honfag for calling it a push stick. I'll make a point here. It's not even push stick is not even slightly hon related. You see the glimpse back there for Obscure as well. Nature's Prophet will get picked up. Every heroes in North, it's a tablet of command. It's not even a stick. In Dota, it's a stick. It's a push stick. I'm sorry you're so insecure about that, but anyway. See Scandal though, still working on his push stick there. Staff of Wizardry. Wisp, Tranquil Boots, all these nice little healing items, of course. Tranquil Boots as well as the Urn of Shadows, and they are working on the mech, which Furion is trying to get that, but unfortunately dying horribly in the enemy jungle there. Not dead sure what he was up to in there. It was a little bit overextended. Now the push in on mid by Empire. Looks like they're going to gun for a kill here. Reeves off Fishbone, gets dragged back there. 2 second stun as well. Fairly easy kill for them. This is the glimpse back there, although Wisp now going to try and pick him off there. The ult getting tossed down as well. I think it's a bit of overkill just for a Wisp. But now Chaos Knight is going to gun after them, but he gets a 2 seconds down stun there on Pinot. Pinot though, going to infest, jump back out in a second. Or not, never mind. Yep, there we go. Jumps back out. Going to give chase. Get the slowdown as well. One more hit there on Blow Your Brain. Blow Your Brain. There we go. Gets the hit down. Takes him out. And now another kinetic field there. But they will clean up Disruptor in the meantime. We have Fiend script up. No, still 20 seconds away. Bane has finished his 4-star there. There we go. Macropie tossed down. It's all over. Goblak. Goblak now trying to disengage. They get the kill there on Magnetor. Twin-headed Dragon goes down. They'll also pick up the Lifestealer on top of that. And that's 4 heroes down for 3. They get the tower kill as well. Well, now EGM though, actually no, maybe not. 4-star away there. Bane now running for his life. He's a little bit slow though. The Signing Trap toss down. High ground though. Blinks forward. Has got his Blink Dagger. And EGM picks up a kill. Now the stun here. Maleficus, Wisp though teleporting in. Is he bringing help? No, he's going to try and take him back. Tether stun there. Black Hole thrown in for good measure though. Fishbone going to try and get the kill. They pick off the Templar Assassin. They get the kill there. And he takes him back to safety. Oh, Pulse. Just things are going wrong one after another. It looked like they had the upper hand for a moment, but then Templar Assassin getting dropped to a Wisp of all things. Of course, with level 4 orbs, he does actually do a lot of damage. And he has actually picked up a Ghost Scepter as well to try and cut down on the physical attack damage there from both Nakes as well as TA. So not a bad item by at all. Has also picked up his Arcane Boots as well, possibly building some drums for his team. Disruptor still trying to build Urn of Shadows. Pinoy. 1600 gold in the bank. We'll see what he goes for. Oh, there's a kill attempt here. They get the tether stun down. Cow spot as well. 2 second stun. Will he get a chance to infest? Yes, he will. Jump into the enemy creep. He's got to watch his tower get destroyed though. As he Wisp overcharging his way through. They should be able to bring this down in time. Let's see a bit of a clash here in the jungle. Possibly? No clash, never mind. Nature's Prophet, though, has picked up his mech. You see Pinoy's jumped out again, though, getting dragged back. And a fairly easy kill there. See Wisp and Chaos Knight, they're teleporting, they're going straight to another fight here. There we go, Phantasm popped out, Dual Breath coming in. They're going to bring down Magnus there inside the ult, doesn't really care. Charges out of Overcharge to be used by Wisp. Can he give chase? Can he get off another Reality Rift Sprout? No, cancelled. The last second, good cancel there. Blurbrain getting slowed by a Sonic Trap. Can't quite find a target here. And willing to back off. As Kinetic Wall also thrown down for good measure. And there you go, Empire also going to back up as well. Empire actually might need to back up here. We see a Meld hit there on SSS. Is back up. Chaos Bolt though gets a 4-second there on Templar Assassin. We see a Fiend's Grip as well. Templar Assassins are going anywhere. Should be auto attack to death there. TA is going to get taken out. A Macro Pyre as well being used. And they will clean up. I think Enigma got picked off in the middle of that as well. Yes, he did. Enigma did get picked off by Wisp, of course, Funnick causing some trouble there. Tier 2 tower now in the top lane getting taken out, and this is starting to look pretty grim here. 10k lead there for Empire and Gold. Experience-wise tells a similar tale. You're going to see some big items start to pop out as well from Empire pretty soon. Things are really going to start to get hairy here for Pulse. They're already falling behind, and the biggest thing is they're falling behind levels. They're really going to see these level 3 ults ahead of them, like faster than get them, so it's really going to hurt, especially once we get level 3 Fiend's Grip, Macro Pyre, the Phantasm. All these spells are really going to sting. Bang, there's still level 1 ult. Going to pick up his level 2 in a second there. Still level 1 Black Hole. They drag somebody back though as Bane caught out of position here. There we go, easy kill there. 4v1, not really fair odds at all. Just Prophet, 5 seconds there on his mech. Blink Dagger on Wisp, interesting choice. A Blink Dagger on Wisp. Right then, and looks like he's going to blink forwards there as well. Blinks forwards in the end. The Ice Path as well, and an easy kill there on Templar Assassin. Caught out of position. Are they going to push in? Decide not to. Defense is being mustered there by Pulse. I think it's the first time I've seen a Blink Dagger on a Wisp, but of course Blink Dagger is good on any hero though. I mean, it's all positioning based. And this game is so on positioning that we have Wisp blinks forward. Unfortunately, snaps the tether. Doesn't matter though. Reality Rift comes in, and Mini will get picked off there. Disruptor going down, and now we're going to see the push on the Dire tier 2 mid as well. Empire going to take another tower on top of this. Lifestealer though has his own blink as well. Again, like I said, good on any hero. You need it for positioning. Chaos Knight though, quick pause for Empire. How Pulse, they had a short lead. They were doing okay for a little while, and then things went pear-shaped around about the 5-minute mark. I've got to say, letting Empire get the Wisp. We see exactly how easily Empire have dominated this game. Funnick is just such a master on this hero. I think it was definitely a mistake to allow them to pick it up. It's just one of those heroes you really do not want to let them near. Lifesteal, interesting choice though. I've not seen the blink. I guess in this case, I mean, normally we see, even with the TA, like, we don't see him go blink. Generally what he does is just hitches a ride on a friendly hero who does have a blink. We see a Greevil. Is that a Greevil? I think that's a Greevil. Somebody asked, is Magnus is like Kraken? I would say he's probably the best way to describe him if you're a Heroes of North player is a mix of Kraken and Flux. I think that'd probably give you the best idea of him. He's a mix of Magnus is a mix of Kraken, Flux, and his own thing as well. Okay, they're saying they're going to TP up here. This is a tactical pause so they can tell me where. They tell the casters where these guys are going to go and gank. Here it comes, Fishbone in a lot of trouble. There it is, here comes that TP, they weren't joking, here it comes. Reality Rift back into the tether, and an easy stun there. And a very simple kill there, so they get a nice little pick off there, and they might even keep the pressure up on mid. It's Nature's Prophet though. Teleport back to base. He has picked up a Desolator to keep his auto attack relevant, and of course, it's one of the things that poor old Nate's lacks, his armor. The Ice Path goes in, blink away though. Wilbert though going to help them push this. They're going for the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane as well. Going to try and pick this off, and then they'll probably go for a Rax after this as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And there we go, easy tower kill. We saw
Dire's
Templar
bottom
Assassin
tower
look for a
has
deny,
fallen.
didn't find it though. Man, I could go on for days about the old Kraken and how he was good and how he was bad, but I won't do it here. This is, of course, a Dota stream. And there we go. Now, an easy Roshan kill for them here. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. We could have some defenses being mastered. We don't have a Blink Dagger. However, of course, he can go down the high ground like this, so it is a possibility. We see the slows being popped there by EGM, although mostly just scaring them away. I mean, they could have gone in for a big fight there and instead scared them away a little bit too early. Mini though still skulking. Erna, Shadows, Raspberry has been picked up. Pinoy, 500 gold in the bank there, but there we go. Heart is finished for Cowstar. That is going to be Mini. There we go. Ult in there. They're going to throw it on the Connect Wall. Ult for Disruption on top of that. Wiz now jumps in. Black Hole in as well. They're just trying to pick up these two heroes. Can they get them in time? They pick them off both. And now SS may have teleported to something terrible. As we see Wisp also get pinned. Oh, actually pop the Ghost up there. Teleport out. Looks like you will escape. As now they're going to try and pick off the Bane. Bane though, high ground, should be able to escape. No stuns coming. And they will only lose Jakiro and Cowstar. For all that effort, only 2 heroes. Actually, no, Wisp's about to come back. And it blinks away. Goes for the teleport. Cancelled though, unfortunately, blinking within line of sight of them and immediately getting stunned. There we go, 3 heroes. And now Pinoy teleporting to the top there. As Nature's Prophet actually decided during that fight to go and counter push instead. Didn't really get any damage done though. So Nate's now has picked up a Belt of Strength. Is he going? Okay. He could actually be looking for a Cranium Basher there. We'll see in a moment. See, Bane has picked up a Yules as well. He's got so many disables available, and of course, 4 staff on top of that. He's definitely going to be quite zippy and hard to pin down in these fights. See Fishbone still farming away though. Has got his mech, but of course it really kind of wants that Blink Dagger, to be dead honest. That's it. There are a lot of disables on the enemy team at the same time. And the fat Greevel. And those do look stupid. And we're going to see that get picked up as well. SS decides to come in and just slay that crew because he can. And why not? You can see it with this. Might as well go and kill it. It's a free 175 gold for your entire team. Jakiro though has gone for that Veil of Discord. This has been a fairly popular buy on the Jakiro. In fact, oh, hang on, cool ward there. I think that's Lena's special ward. Teleported though. Looks like they're going to go for Roshan again. It's a Sonic Trap though. Going to spot them up here. They don't have any gems to spot up the trap though. And now the defense is going to have to get mustered here by the Dire side. And it looks like they're going to move in indeed. Dire though, they can see this coming. They do have a ward up and they are going to back away here now. Is Magnus going to go in? There goes Magnus, comes in, pops down his polarity there. Aegis says, I'm Aegis on the floor. Are we going to see it picked up? Lifestealer managed to snatch up the Aegis. Good steal there. As they will also pick off Pinoy there. Pinoy though does go down to back up in a second. We've got 3 heroes down for the Dire. For all the steals they have, a buyback there from Templar Assassin. Mini now falling low. Is that no, there was a brain sap there. Going to pick off Mini. A buyback from TA does not arrive in time. A good snatch, but in the end it doesn't pay off. They lose 4 heroes in the process. And Naix revives and until it blinks out just home. But as it is, still not too good. And this does, I get the feeling it's going to be some kind of bash there, maybe just to try and interrupt the Chaos Knight a bit. I'd say Chaos Knight's so brutally tanky at the moment. See how hard there, so hard to get rid of. And of course his illusions, also really difficult to get rid of. I think we might see him pick up a little bit of damage. He's not hitting that hard at the moment. Without his ult up, he doesn't hit that hard, so obviously kind of need to hit harder than every 140 seconds or so. Really long cooldown on that. Scandal, another 1100 in the bank at the moment. EGM 200, looks like he's working the BKB. Disruptor, nothing new either. Magnus, 1700 gold in the bank. I think he's probably still looking for that Blink Dagger. Just bring up the items there. Wisp, of course. In fact, I mean, if they really wanted to, that's an item that Jakiro could also pick up. He's worried about the auto attacks, of course. Lifesteal, it pretty much gets rid of the problem of Lifestealer and Templar Assassin for them if they pick up those Ghost Scepters. That said, though, might not bother with it. We'll see. Of course, it is fairly expensive for support hero, but that said, Jakiro does have spare cash. We pause for a moment. Pulse have paused the game. I think they're possibly just discussing something. Tactical pause here. We'll see if Empire decide whether they're going to teleport next. I think Wisp, yeah, Wisp does have his ult up. I mean, they could run in front of the gank if they see somebody. And so both the Pulse guys all the way back there now, ready to go once again. See the gold per minute though at the moment. Nature's Prophet and Blow Your Brain is kind of out of control here. See the net worth there way ahead of poor old Pinoy, but that's to be expected. They've had a lot of farm, and of course they both are packing Hand of Midas. Fortunate Enigma. For that Roshan fight did not have a black hole, it seems, which, I mean, that could have definitely been something to change the fight. Sadly, they had to go a little bit too early. The timing was just not right for them. Oh, Sonic Trap being thrown in there, just trying to slow things down a little bit tense. You've got to buy 10, 15 seconds or so for the turn to come up there. They do have a glyph ready, so they should be able to hold this off for long enough. See the Enfeeble already getting tossed down there on Templar Assassin, much to her annoyance, most likely. See, she's doing all of 2 damage right now. Oh, that really sucks to have that thrown on you. Yeah, Magnus is here. Black Hole is up. No Magnetor ult though to go with it. Disruptor also on cooldown for 15 seconds, so they're going to have to rely on a Black Hole here to hold this off. It is going to be rough indeed. Shockwave getting sent out here. Pulse still not ready to engage. Now we see the Kinetic Wall thrown in. There's some Malphus as well there. Blowbrains does not care though. Mid-Rax is going to get taken out. Or is it? They will get it indeed. Shockwave again. Wisp though, they're just going to grab that Rax and then back up or not. Scandal decides to go in, however, looks like House not going to back up. Glimpse back. 4-star out. Scandal can't be trapped there. And speaking of trap, a nice little sprout there from the Radiant side. They're going to pick him off. They get the Magnetor. And he will have to buy back there. Ult being thrown down by Disruptor. Not really doing a whole lot. In fact, most heroes dodging that completely. And we see another kinetic field down. Doesn't really care though. Chaos Knight says, yo, I'm going to ride it out there. Or maybe not. Has to back up. Tower hits coming in. One more tower hit. Not enough. But here we go. A stun in from Pinoy. Blinks into the tether. Chaos Knight continues to run. Shockwave goes out. Doesn't catch him. As Pinoy now tethers away again. Can't get the stun. Gets stunned once again. Gets taken out. And again, Funnick and Blow Your Brains. They're all over the show. They're in. They're out. They're in again. And now EGM taking out the tether stun. He's in some trouble here. We have Funnick healing up. They're going after EGM. EGM will get finished. And a GG is called. Blow Your Brains and Funnick too damn strong. They're into the fight. They're out of the fight. And they charge straight back in. You can't stop them. When you look at that Chaos Knight, 4.7k. Doesn't even need a damage item. All he needs is an attack speed increase there from the Wisp, and he's going to go to town with crits. But that's it. A 2-0 sweep there for Empire. They proved to be way too strong here for Pulse. And guys, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's games, but this is pretty much why we banned the Wisp against Empire, because they cause all sorts of hell. Funnick is just too down. And I know some people comparing Mini's Wisp with Funnick's Wisp. Honestly, I think Funnick's Wisp is the stronger of the two. Just out of my personal opinion, but regardless, it doesn't matter. I mean, Pulse, they put up a decent fight. They were looking good at the start, and I mean, game number 1, they also had a great start. This came from the fact that Empire, when it came to these mid-game team fights and map control, they just were the better coordinated guys on the night. But there we go. 29 minutes, 28 minutes for the first game, 29 minutes for game number 2, and Empire take a 2-0 sweep. Thanks for watching, everybody, and, well, we'll be back. Let me actually check. When we'll be back? Of course, the Premier League.eu for all your roster needs, and of